You all are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing for more updates. Thank you. Former President Donald Trump requested the Supreme Court on Monday to block a congressional committee from having access to his tax data as a long-running felony conflict reaches its remaining stage. Trump, who, not like different latest presidents, refused to make his tax returns public amid scrutiny of his enterprise affairs, became to the justices after an appeals court docket in Washington refused to intervene. The courtroom has these days rejected comparable requests made by means of Trump. Trump's attorneys say the House Ways and Means Committee's declaration that it wanted the data to probe how the IRS conducts the auditing procedure for presidents did no longer stand up to scrutiny. The committee's cause in soliciting for President Trump's tax returns has nothing to do with funding or staffing problems at the IRS, and the whole thing to do with releasing the president's tax data to the public, the attorneys wrote in the court docket filing. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit declined Thursday to rethink a three-judge panel's ruling in August that the Ways and Means Committee should acquire the tax returns. The appeals court's choice not to rethink its ruling potential the tax returns will be disclosed if the Supreme Court does no longer intervene earlier than Thursday. Tax returns are private below federal law, however there are some exceptions, one of which approves the chairman of the committee to request them. The prison struggle started out in April 2019 when Representative Richard Neal, D-Mass, the chairman of the committee, requested for Trump's returns and these of associated enterprise entities. He stated he sought the facts as phase of the committee's inquiries into whether or not tax regulation regarding presidents must be amended. The Treasury Department, then below Trump's control, refused to comply, announcing Neal did not have a legitimate purpose, prompting the committee to sue. Following the election of President Joe Biden, the Treasury Department stated it would comply final year, however Trump himself objected. A federal decide dominated in December that the request was once lawful, inflicting Trump to appeal. Among different things, Trump claims not simply that the request is invalid, however additionally that the statute is unconstitutional due to the fact it is overly extensive and that the Biden administration's choice to reveal the substances was an unconstitutional shape of retaliation that violates Trump's First Amendment rights. Democrats have been calling for Trump to launch his tax returns ever, seeing that the 2016 presidential campaign. While no regulation requires presidential candidates to launch their tax returns, it has ended up the norm for each Democrats and Republicans to do so. In a separate case, the Trump Organization, Trump's carefully held organization, is on trial over allegations it was once worried in a 15-year scheme to compensate Pinnacle executives off the books to assist them sidestep taxes. Trump faces different prison battles, including in the House Committee's investigation into the Jan 6, 2021 assault on the Capitol through his supporters. Although the Supreme Court has a 6-3 conservative majority, consisting of 3 justices he appointed, Trump has now not lately fared nicely in different such emergency applications, inclusive of his try to stop White House archives from being acceded over to the House Jan 6 committee and his bid to keep away from disclosing his monetary data to prosecutors in New York. Most recently, the courtroom on October 13 rejected Trump's request that exceptional grasp be allowed to evaluation categorize papers seized from his Mar-a-Lago dwelling in Palm Beach, Florida.